Hassan and the Principality of Firmish Chivarli unit. He agrees, saying that he will be glad to provide assistance. Fujikuro adds that she would like to ask for Alfred Sama's help, as he is familiar with the layout of the train. Alfred confidently says that he will be the one to save Lady Charlotte. On the train, Charlotte screams that she's bored, and the guards suggest playing cards. They try to convince her, but she claims not to know the rules of Mahjong. A guard suggests starting a contest, as there's no way he could win. The scene shifts as Josephine asks Hartman about the information received regarding this train. Hartman confirms that they have taken the bait. Meanwhile, MC and Fujikura reach the Principality of Firmishes. Sylvie mentions that MC is late and jokes that his sword must be crying. One of the guards of Firmish acknowledges that the preparations are complete and calls Sylvie captain. MC inquires about it, and Sylvie explains that she defeated the previous captain, who was nothing compared to him. Haas welcomes MC to Firmish and announces a party to show their gratitude, urging everyone to enjoy themselves. He asks Fujikura to join, mentioning that social status is irrelevant for tonight's gathering. At night, Sylvie gazes towards the moon, as MC expresses that having a party in the midst of everything feels kind of strange. She reveals that her father has always been like this, holding a party precisely during difficult times, regardless of social status or origins, and gathering people together. Sylvie shows MC a locket with her mother's picture, and MC praises her mother's beauty, making Sylvie embarrassed. She asks him to stop the flattery, and MC reassures her that he genuinely means it. He reminisces about the first time they met at a party, when Sylvie was swinging her sword outside. They agreed to a sparring match, and now, as they ask to have a match, Sylvie mentions that although she remembers bits and pieces of her childhood, she honestly feels like a tourist here. Sylvie asks what kind of place MC grew up in, and he shares that it was an area filled with a lot of power lines and numerous bars scattered behind the train tracks. But he loved it. Sylvie admits that despite the numerous issues in their country, she still loves it. MC, thinking about Charlotte, says that he has something to tell her. Sylvie realizes that. She says that she wants to work for their country and fight for it, suggesting that MC do the same. She says that Japan is a good country, but it's too soft for her. Suddenly, Sylvie dashes towards MC, and they stop at each other. Sylvie claims victory, telling MC to forget about their engagement, as she prefers strong men and doesn't want a man who lost to her twice. She hugs MC to kiss him, and he agrees. The next day, satellite imagery confirmed that the Grand Hazelrink was approaching Eastern Europe. At this rate, it will enter Firmish, and they don't have much time to save Charlotte. The scene shifts to the train, where Charlotte is playing a game with the guards and the Chivarli unit is waiting for the train on a cliff. Sylvie reports that they are the Chivarli unit and have received information about an important person from their country being held on the train. She orders the train to stop immediately, threatening to attack if they don't comply. Hartman dismisses it, saying the Grand Hazelrink is a moving country, and the Firmish can't do anything. Sylvie charges with her Chivarli unit, announcing that he should stop the train or face their attack. Hartman allows it, telling them to go ahead and get angry. Meanwhile, MC is seen riding a motorcycle, chasing the train. Alfred, disguised as a motorcyclist, helps create an opportunity for MC. The artillery attacks the train, and MC boards it to take over the control unit. Hartman realizes their plan and orders MC to the front, the Chivarli unit to the rear, and Josephine to retake the control room. As MC boards the train, Fujikura instructs the guards to handle the Chivarli unit while Alfred deals with the guards. Charlotte encounters Josephine, who orders the guards to apprehend her. Sylvie is shocked to see the train start and deduces that MC might have been defeated. The train starts moving again, and Charlotte is thrown towards MC. Josephine points her gun at both of them, declaring that they will die there. She explains that she is a hindrance to their plan, and they can at least die in the arms of the one they love. Suddenly, Hartman shoots Josephine, and Hartman scolds her for not following the plan. Hartman shoots Josephine again to ensure her death. MC questions why he did that, and Hartman explains that it would be a scandal if she survived after the plan. MC is surprised, asking if she isn't their comrade. Hartman shares a childhood story when he used to visit high-class hotels in Hazelrink, was caught once, and was questioned about rising through the ranks without resorting to cunning tricks. He expresses that he never felt so humiliated in his entire life, determined to rise high and give Arima a taste of their own medicine. He gets onto the control unit, reflecting on his encounter with Arima. He was deeply touched to see a kid from back then. Hartman initiated the plan to build the Hazelrink Firmish Resort and decided to eliminate the nuisance behind it. He cuts off the wagon behind him as he points his gun, stating that his engagement with Charlotte, his joint venture with Arima Group, and his plan to take everything from Arima were about to succeed. However, MC appears at this critical moment. MC dodges Hartman's attack and takes down the remaining guards to deflect his gun. Charlotte is pushed back and about to fall off, but MC manages to save her, sacrificing his sword in the process. Hartman, from behind, shoots at MC, causing him to fall off the train. Hartman smiles as Charlotte screams for MC. Back at the school, Seika's companions feel lonely and wonder if Seika is on the roof. They discuss leaving but find it difficult. Haruhiko says that the representative is extremely nervous, urging them to focus on managing the social club's affairs. The girls are surprised to see Haruhiko serious, and he mentions the ongoing rescue mission for Charlotte on the other side of the world. Haruhiko expresses his excitement about everyone joining the mission thanks to Arima, but is punched to the wall as it had to be a secret. But as the surrounding students reveal they already know about it, the girls are about to confront Haruhiko when he explains that it's unfair for the representative to bear all the burden and that friends should share the responsibility, making them the social club of Shuhu Academy. The girls praise him for his words, playfully tossing him into the sky on the roof. Seika is having a hard time, pondering whether she should have gone as well. She reflects on the difficulty of playing the role of the waiting woman in the Firmish Kingdom. Meanwhile, Charlotte is thinking about MC, who just fell off the train. Hartman contemplates what to tell Ishin next, putting his gun down. He suggests they will have time to think about it when they reach the Principality of Hazelring. Charlotte tries to resist as Hartman cuts the rope, preventing her from escaping. He explains that they defeated the heir of the Arima group and the person who kidnapped the Princess of Hazelring. Charlotte questions him, saying no one would believe that lie, but Hartman insists that people believe what they want, and lies can become the truth. Charlotte mentions people believing in others because they trust them to be good-natured and that there are no bad people. Hartman claps, admiring her words but insisting they won't reach him. Charlotte notices Josephine's corpse and pleads with Hartman to spare her, believing Josephine truly loves him. Hartman refuses, and Charlotte agrees to save Josephine, picking her up. Hartman comments on the weight of the burden, and Charlotte explains that she wants to save her because if the person she believed in most were there, he would surely do the same. The scene shifts as MC dreams about seeing his parents and a girl in a chair. He wakes up on a motorcycle with Sylvie, praising her for a nice catch. MC thought he was shot, and Alfred reveals that he passed out from a bullet grazing him. And as they ask, "Where is Charlotte?" For which MC say, "She's with Hartman in the first carriage." Sylvie says that they have to be after him. She asks Alfred to go faster. Alfred says that it's impossible, and they will never reach those speeds with 3 people on this bike. He asks MC to get off. They stop by to have a stone paper Caesar competition where MC goes in and wins. Alfred tries to excuse the fact that he showed his hand later, crying that it doesn't count. MC says, "Didn't they say only 1 round?" They try again, but MC wins again. Alfred is left behind, crying as the scene shifts. Charlotte asks, "What should we do?" The guard from before comes in, saying they will help her. They both went to medical school. Charlotte is impressed and thanks them. As MC is on the bike, they ask Fujikura that they have fallen behind, and please find them another route that they can cut off. Sylvie says that if he wants to go faster, she will have to get off, which MC denies. Sylvie puts her head on MC as the scene shifts. Fujikura advises that she will tell them where they have to go after the 3rd form field. Please take a right. And the road conditions aren't ideal, but his bike should be able to handle it. MC is dashing towards the field as the guard spots them taking a shortcut and makes them report to Hartman, as Josephine is being operated on by the 2 burglars as they pray that the royal train has everything. With this, they should be able to save her. Charlotte asks, did they attend the university? For which he denies, saying that they couldn't pay the fee and he couldn't get a scholarship. So, he found this job on the internet. It's a bit embarrassing, actually, and he's sorry for being so. Charlotte apologizes for being so useless, for which the guard says, don't say it like that. Having the knowledge to save people is important, but having someone stay by their side is important too. Charlotte thanks them as it's revealed that it's Arima Tepe. Hartman is shocked to hear this. Charlotte sees outside the window as Hartman approaches her. Charlotte runs out as MC is dashing towards the train. He is open-fired by the guards, who are interrupted by Charlotte. MC gets too close to the train, where Charlotte says that she knew he would be okay but is apprehended by Hartman. MC tells Sylvie to take the handles. He asks Charlotte that he will do something as he slashes onto the sword to get aboard. He says to Sylvie that he will be back after saying goodbye, and she waits for him. Sylvie says that he is so reckless, but that's what she likes about him. Hartman asks the guards to ignore the cry and get Arime. Charlotte gets free from the Hartman and runs out. Hartman says, where is she planning to run in this narrow train? She is murmuring MC's name as MC cuts through one of the wagons. Hartman is still running as MC comes in behind to shoot, saying that hostages shouldn't be running around. He senses that MC has come from behind, pointing his gun, saying that he's surprised and he should have died. As MC says, his friend saved him, and Hartman says that he will make sure they won't be able to save him again. This time, there will be no doubt. MC says it's okay, as he has Charlotte. Charlotte is very worried, for which MC says he will be fine, and if he has ever lied to her, he will definitely save her. MC asks Hartman he has been thinking about what he said all this time. Hartman asks what he's talking about, and MC mentions the incident when he got scolded by his grandfather for pickpocketing. He clarifies that he wasn't trying to humiliate him. MC says he is wrong, and when Hartman shoots, MC barely avoids it. MC says he knows what Hartman was thinking back then and that he had expectations of him, telling him to climb up. Hartman accuses MC of sugarcoating what a rich person said and shoots another bullet, grazing MC's face. Hartman says the next bullet will go right through his forehead. MC responds that it's not about being rich or poor. Humans are humans, and there are good and bad people. His grandfather believed in him, thinking he would rise up and walk the right path. Hartman screams to silence, and MC tells him to stop with his chief flurry. MC quotes Fujikura about everything in this world having value and making choices. Seika told him that the higher the status, the harder it is to live up to it. Sylvie told him that there are feelings one cannot express with words. MC asks Hartman to think about why he is standing here, advising him to be optimistic and find friends who can express those feelings. As Hartman triggers a button to blast off the train control room, saying he will not fall on the heads of Arima, Charlotte comes onto MC as the train catches fire. They decide to get out of there. Charlotte asks about Hartman as she is worried about him. Hartman says, since they are dying soon, let him say something good. He reveals that he was the one who killed MC's parents, not knowing at that time that Ishin's daughter was alive and had a son. MC tells Charlotte that as long as he's alive and thinks of people precious to him, they will keep loving him. That's what she told him as MC cries out. His mom, who died, will live in his ear, and that's why he will forgive everything Hartman did. Hartman tries to shoot him, but MC appears in front of him, slashing his gun. He asks Hartman, telling him to rise up once again and think about whether what he is doing is right or wrong. Hartman says, don't get too cocky, everything is going to end. MC slaps Hartman, saying that he told him to start over again and live on. The train blasts off, and MC barely jumps off, caught by Sylvie on the bike. Alfred says it was a nice catch, having caught Hartman. Alfred realizes it's not Milady and throws Hartman into the dam. As Hartman drowns, he smiles. Fujikura is approached by Mary, and Fujiwara thanks her. Mary asks if it's over, to which Fujiwara agrees. Hassan calls MC, saying everything went well, and it seems they will be fighting with Sylvie even more about leaving the country. As Ishin says, the real fight for the Van Hassan family begins now, shifting the scene to MC. Charlotte is getting too close to MC, trying to show her gratitude. MC says she's going overboard, and Charlotte says she's too happy, asking what the problem is. Sylvie screams about how indecent it was, as it is announced in the social club building that they have been told this morning that they are all safe, and it's going to get busy. People are delighted to hear this, and Josephine wakes up to see Hartman beside her. The scene shifts after some days. MC, in front of the social club, says that it feels so nostalgic. Seika comes in, saying that he's so late as the guests are waiting. MC mentions that a lot happened on their way back. She interrupts, saying to stop with his excuses, and asks Charlotte she's borrowing him for a bit. She drags MC, questioning if he's planning to embarrass the woman who has been waiting for him. Moreover, he held her hands in front of him. As MC thinks about what would have happened if his mom and dad were still alive, if he hadn't chased after Charlotte's carriage, he acknowledges making many choices, and that's why he is here. It's a miracle, with no ifs where they stand. This is their place, the place they have chosen, the place of miracles, and there's no undoing it. There is no turning back from the miracle called reality. They all live in this destination, reality, forever, until death is upon them. So, let's smile with a bright smile and dance on this stage of miracles forever. Yes, forever. The scene shifts as the MC in the car asks Fujiwara if they have to pay that much. Fujikura says that the Grand Hazelrink is totally wrecked at the